Once upon a time, in a small, cheerful town, there lived a curious young boy. One summer, he went to visit his grandfather in the countryside. Every day, the boy played with his grandfather, laughing and sharing stories. Then one day, with a hopeful look, the boy asked his grandfather, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to be a successful person. Can you tell me how to achieve that?" His grandfather listened carefully, nodded, and decided to teach the boy an important lesson. He took the boy to a nearby nursery, where he bought 2 small plants. When they returned home, the grandfather planted one of the plants in a pot and placed it safely inside the house. The other plant he planted outside, exposed to the wind, rain, and all the challenges of nature. "Now," the grandfather asked the boy, "which of these 2 plants do you think will grow stronger in the future?" The boy thought for a moment and replied, "The one inside the house, Grandpa. It's safe from dangers like storms, rain, and animals, so it'll grow better." The grandfather smiled, but didn't say anything more. He knew that only time would reveal the answer. Years passed, and the boy grew older. He visited his grandfather again, still curious to learn the secret to success. As they greeted each other, the boy reminded his grandfather of the question he had asked years before. "Grandpa, last time I asked you how to be successful, but you never really answered." His grandfather smiled warmly and said, "Come, let's take a look at the plants we planted together." First, they looked at the plant inside the house. It had grown into a healthy but small plant, safe and protected. Then they went outside to see the second plant. To the boy's amazement, the plant outside had grown into a huge tree with strong branches stretching far and wide, providing shade to anyone who passed by. The grandfather then turned to his grandson. "Now tell me, my boy, which plant grew more successfully?" The boy looked at the tall tree outside and said, "The one outside, Grandpa." "But how? It faced so many dangers, storms, strong sunlight, and heavy rain, yet it grew so big and strong." His grandfather nodded and said, "Yes, my boy. The plant outside had to face many challenges, but each one made it stronger. Its roots had the freedom to spread deep and wide, and those challenges built its resilience, making it able to stand tall even in the hardest storms. But the plant inside, though protected, never had to face the tests of the outside world. It remained small because it never needed to grow strong enough to survive any real challenge." The boy looked at the mighty tree, realizing that success wasn't about avoiding challenges, but growing through them. His grandfather continued, "Remember, my boy, the path to success isn't always comfortable. Real growth happens when we step out of our comfort zone and face life's storms. Each difficulty is an opportunity, a stepping stone to grow stronger." The boy nodded, deeply understanding his grandfather's wisdom. He had learned that the obstacles he would face in life weren't there to stop him, but to help him grow stronger, and so he carried this lesson with him. The challenges he would face could become the very foundation of his success. The story of the 2 plants teaches us that the difficulties we face are not hurdles but opportunities. Like the tree that grew tall by enduring storms, we too grow stronger through our struggles. Embracing challenges as steps toward growth can transform our lives, helping us reach heights we never imagined.